Hello Cancer, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 25th of November through to the 1st of December. Hope you're doing well. Did you see the energy update that came out this week? Because there was a strange message in there from the Earth. Very strange chakra sequencing. There's really interesting energies going on at the moment. It's not big blasts of energies that are going round, through the prana. It's almost like the kundalini is waking up within the earth, and it's the kundalini that's waking up within us. That's probably the best way to describe it. So we will be going into seeing how these energies are going to be affecting your reading a little bit later on. But in the meantime, let's just bring up your flower and let's see what's going on for you with the messages and the tarot reading for this week here. Okay, so it seems to be affecting the water signs. This going from Pluto, going from Capricorn into Aquarius. Did a reading on that for the collective, and it feels like it's like you're just if you see on the rhythms of the human being, just before we go into the most expansive part of our energy in the equivalent of the summertime, and you should be going from Christmas onwards, that you should be going into your summer period where your energy is really good. There's a lull in the energy of the week before, and it seems like that sort of things. It almost feels like on your relationship side, you're holding back on something, and there seems to be like it's like I pushed, I didn't get the result. In that case, it's a wait and see sort of scenario. And that's the sort of feeling I get from it. And well, we'll have a deeper look into that. Obviously, on your financial side, this is where it's really growing. I think you're not really worried. You're not really worried about that sort of side. It doesn't feel like it. Simply because on your financial side, there's a lot going on, and it doesn't necessarily mean money that's coming in. It could be building a project. It could be creating something, engaging in a mission that's good for you, or even it could be sort of like you got your job, you got your income, and then you can buy a house, for example. That sort of thing. Thinking, are you overthinking? My word. I think this is to do with water signs. Water signs seem to be getting this card all the time. And it could be a case of just overthinking here, Cancer. I would be wary of that. But also at the same time, it's a fine line, isn't it, between our intuition about kind of going, is that right? And that, you could sort of say you're overthinking something. And usually in my when I've had my own healing school, so I've taught people how to interact with the energies. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for the last sort of 20 years. Loved every sort of step along the road. And one of the main things about when I was doing my workshops is the understanding of how you work. And then the moment you understand how you work, when you get that intuition, it's usually the first idea. So once you start questioning it, that's where it can be a case of overthinking things. I think using a lot of your intuition for your financial side, really getting it clear and net and clear and clean for you, for where you're going and what you're doing. But at the same time, on your relationship side, it's almost as if like you're holding back. Maybe you are in observation mode of the world that is around you. Let's just see what's going on that sort of relationship side. On your karmic path here, there's something holding you back. And it's something that maybe there may have been a time sort of like, it could have even been sort of like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 months ago. It just doesn't seem like yesterday. But it seems like there's something that you didn't cross the T's and dot the I's with. And it could have been like you started doing a spiritual practice and you didn't follow it through. And it's like this is like, there's this sort of thing that's holding you back, or a relationship that you didn't get 100% closure on, and it's it could well be the moment to do that. On your connection to the universe, the synchronicities and stuff like that, there's a lot going on, but you're laser focused on one thing, and that could well be what that's all about. Really, using your intuition, getting to get behind the feelings, as it were, get the backstory and get the full story of what's going on. And on your past is almost like forced you into this position. It's like as if it's like a story that didn't really fit together, and it's like probing your mind in a way, as sort of saying, or your spirit, as it were, sort of saying, why did that happen there, like that sort of scenario. And it's really like a real mystery sort of like thing going on there in the past. And I think that's sort of like feeding that whole sort of being laser focused and everything like that on your future self. This is interesting. It's like you're cleansing yourself. And when you do that, you're cleansing yourself in accordance with with the people that are around you. So when you come out of cleansing yourself, you're going to be different to the world around you, and people will need to accept the new you. And there could be this cleansing of oneself comes from a conflict that is outside of you. And this could have something to do with crossing the T's and dotting the I's of something in the past. In your in the lessons for this week here, boomerangs keep coming back. Boomerangs keep coming back. I think it's like you've gone off on this great journey. I've seen your energy over the last 6 months to a year, been absolutely brilliant, really, to be honest, Cancer, in regards to the emotions and energies and all of that. And it's almost as if like you've gone off, you're running off, and you've caught your shirt or your t-shirt or something on a bit of hawthorn or something, and at the beginning, once you start wandering off down your pathway, you don't really notice it. And all of a sudden, it's going to kind of go, ding, ding, hey, where you going? And it's like, it's like that, the lesson is sort of saying, be conscious of the here and now. Release and learn about how you engage your passions in life. Within the world around you. And this could be something that sort of like that in the past you may have had a sort of situation where you weren't as passionate about it in the past as you are today, and you're learning about kind of going, why wasn't I passionate in the past? And now you're learning how to be passionate about it. And I think that's what's holding you back about how you evolve your passions for life within the relationships that are around you. There's a definite learning curve going on here. On the connection to the universe, as I said, it's a real focal point on this sort of connection here. You get the World card. You're going into a whole new dimension in regards to the relationship. And that could be the fact of you holding back as well before you can act on things, on the energy that's on the inside. It's because you're going into a whole new world where it is very new to you. In the past, you get the Knight of Cups. So maybe in the past you didn't act upon your emotions, and you missed an opportunity. And now you're learning that. And it's now sort of like kind of going, oh, right, I've understood. Now I can get passionate about, opening up that opportunity for you. In your future self, look at that. You get the Knight of Wands. There is a big mission that is building in you, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. There is a really big mission. It's just this, what is this thing that's holding you back? I think there's something that needs, it's not going to be complicated, and it's not going to, it's not going to smash your head in. You're going to be fine about it. But I think there's something that needs to be cleared. Yeah, and it's obviously to do with friends and etc. This is a beautiful energy. And it's like it's waiting just for you. And this is where you could be overthinking things. Don't overthink too much. Engage in your passion that's already within you. Engage in this new sort of paradigm that you should be going into, this new experience. And it's a real sort of being spontaneous about things and allowing yourself to dance through life. I think it'd be really good for you. See what's going on your financial side. You got your karmic path here. Your karmic path, I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles here. I think it's like you're understanding now that if I want to experience this type of life, these are the steps I need to go through in order to get the results financially, through my career, through my business, or whatever it is. I need to grow that. And if I grow it, I know I'm going to get these results in the future. And it's knowing the results you're going to get in the future because of what you're growing upon your, what you've already, created. What's going on in the past, the connection to the universe, it's playing into this here. There's obviously something coming into your life through sort of like the coincidences and so forth. And it's really quite passionate. It's really quite forceful. There's someone around you. Maybe you know them already. Or someone that you might be meeting, or you're just seeing someone around you in a different light because of the way they're engaging in life. That's what it feels like. Let's see what the past is. The past is smoothed off. It's like a round ball. It's like an egg. It's like, all right, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, it's like an egg. It's like it's like you've in the past you've created the possibility. Now it's a case of actually, it seems like you're growing it and putting it in place, which is beautiful. Let's see your future self. It's like an oak tree. What you're growing on your karmic path will turn into a very big oak. And so basically, you might have done you might have done the qualifications or experiences or or time in a business or got enough money to invest in the future. It's like a nest egg in a way. But you've got all of this, and it's like you've got to now sort of like create something that's going to grow into something amazing. From all acorns, comes the oak, as it were, and it feels like you're growing that on your karmic path. It's something that you need to experience. That's what it is. It's something that you need to experience. And the lesson that comes out of this week here. Wow, it's a really bright light. It's almost as if like it's a light that's attracting people. Whatever you do, shine in what you do. Really, yes, this is brilliant. Shine in it. Shine into what you really love. I think it's going to be fantastic for you. Let's have a look what's going on here on the karmic path. You got work. You're working really good quality work here, and you're working on multitudes of different levels here. This is a lot to do with as well with sort of concentrating on the finer details. It's like a beautiful Swiss watch that it's got lots of different cogs in it, and you've got to know how to put it all together. And it seems like you're putting it all together here, and I think it's opening up a possibility. What is this person that is around you? Good quality connections. working with others, working in harmony with others, and trusting the other people that they do work well, and they do all the things that you can't do, and you do all the things they can't do. And it's a real strong, solid partnership. As I say, it might be someone you know already. It might be someone new that comes into your sphere, as it were. But it's really good quality connection. That card doesn't want to come out. That card does. Queen of Cups. This is the egg. The potential. It's like a dream. It's like, I've been dreaming of doing this. That's what it is. Hallelujah. Free at last. Let that egg hatch. Let that idea hatch. The hatching of a great idea. Strength card at the top in the future. This is where you've got to be really, this is that oak tree that I was talking about. A real something that's really strong, that ties in beautifully with your heart. It really plays well with you. It sits beautifully with you. And just be strong and true to it. Believe in it. Believe in it, and it's going to happen. Be that light. Be that shining light. Queen of Pentacles, I had down there, didn't I? Queen of Pentacles, I had in the Eight of Pentacles on your karmic path, but that's the outcome of it. Be that shining light. Shine, and it's almost as if like you're sitting by the tree of knowledge. You've got that asset. You've got that egg there. You've got that opportunity. Hatching a great idea is going to be absolutely brilliant for you. Absolutely brilliant. Let's just see what's going on with the sun. Okay, so here we have the sun from earlier last week, from the mid last week. We have these corona holes here. All of this we go into the energy update, so you should really go and see that, and you get a lot more detail. There's a corona holes that are also closing in towards the equator, and the next wave of solar flares are coming through here, and we might see a solar flare happening some point in the very near future that may heading in our direction. If that's the case, that will bring a lot more fire into it. But at the moment, we're only looking at Earth energy, these coronal holes, and these filament energies as well. Our old friends are there at the moment. And that works really well for you, Cancer, because we'll go into that in a minute. You'll see the elements in a minute, and you'll see why it works well for you. As you can just sort of see here, there hasn't been much in the way of eruptions. There's been quite a lot of series of M flares, but none of them are heading in our direction. The aura of the Earth, the magnetic field of the Earth, has been incredibly calm. So it's all the energies coming from within. And that's what I was talking about. This energy update that we did this week had some strange energies, strange chakra sequencing. You should really go and see it. And it's, if you can see, you had an earthquake at the South Pole and the North Pole, and this is like that earth energy that's coming to the surface and resetting the energy, like from air to earth. And the reason it's good is because, so we're going to be looking at earth and water energies, and the reason it's good is because your energy, which your Astroflower, let me just put it up here. You've got this cardinal water at the surface, and then you've got the cardinal earth at your base. So you've got this earth and water scenario going on. And you do have this earth as well coming into you. This is fixed earth that comes in from Taurus, that comes around you there, and that mixes with that earth and that fire. That fire comes in, that earth there comes in from Leo. So these are the good combinations you've got going in there. And then you've got the earth energy that comes in from Virgo as well on this side here. And as I said, we're going to be mainly looking at the connections of the water and earth scenario. And mainly down here you got earth and fire, earth and fire, earth and fire, air and fire. So this water, earth and air, earth and water scenario is at the top there. So we're looking at what's happening from your past to your future. And maybe this has to do with that person coming into your life in the financial side and giving you that sort of like a very fixed outlook to your future, really fixing the projects and so forth. And on this side here, it could well be a little bit mutable. And this is where you might need to go back and get something, unhook yourself from a karmic path in the past to actually open up for your future. So let's pull some cards on that. Let's just bring back up your cards here. And let me just move them out a little bit so we can see a little bit clearer. So we're looking at the combination between the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This is all about maybe something that you didn't accept in the past, or you didn't react, or you didn't act upon your emotions, and you may have missed an opportunity, but you're learning to cultivate a new opportunity which is coming in your future. You're going from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands, and that past event is actually slowing you down, because there's a lot to be learnt out of that about this new passionate journey of love, or socializing, or friendship and everything like that you're going on. It looks really good. And on this side here, we've got the Queen of Cups that gives us that egg, that hatching, that idea or something from the idea, and coming into the future self where you've got the Strength card. And then we got this fixed sort of earth that sort of comes through there. So it's really defining the idea, defining it, and allowing this idea to hatch into form. Okay, let's just start off on the relationship side there. Lovers. Lovers in the air. Yeah, I think this is really good. It's going to free you up enormously. And it's maybe comes from the idea where you're pulling back and you're actually just asking the question, sort of saying, why isn't it working for me? Why isn't it working for me? Oh, that's why it's not working for me. Bah! Ace of Swords. Really, really good energy, actually, for you, Cancer, on your relationship side. Really, really good energy. It just seems like something that's holding it back, and that's me interpreting it. We can't actually see it in the card, so I don't think it's massive at all. I think it's really something really simple, and it's a real simple thing within you. And this is what I mean about cleansing you from something from the past. Let's just see about that financial side. Who is this person that comes into your life? Could be a Scorpio. I think it's actually going to be quite a surprising event for you. I almost don't think you'll see it happening, or you won't see it coming, as it were. So this person, you might know them already, and you just kind of like, before you know it, all of a sudden they become really important in your career path, in your business, in your projects, whatever it is, and it's just a bit of a surprise for you more than anything else. And you get the Seven of Wands. You know what? I think it's such a surprise. This is the energy that is bringing it into your life. It's such a surprise. It sort of like puts you off balance a little bit, and you've got to fight with yourself on this card here. Fight with yourself in order to, with the Seven of Wands, in order to stick true to your path. I think this person could appear like they're destabilizing you, but they're not really. They're actually helping you to open up to, so you can hatch that idea. That's what they're doing there. And I think they're coming in with a bit of a sort of like, come on, let's get moving, let's get doing sort of scenario. And that's what comes in there. Really, really beautiful energies for you this week, Cancer. Absolutely beautiful. Just don't be afraid. Don't mistreat yourself. You have great, enormous amounts of power within you at the moment. And that power, you can allow it to come to the fore. And when you do, you're going to feel really comfortable about your position. And it's going to give you that sensation of a cleansing within you. There you go, Cancer. Thanking you very much for being here. Really do appreciate it. Your 2025 reading will be coming out soon. I'll see you over on the Energy Update. Thanking you very much for all the support that you give, subscribing, sharing, liking, and all of that malarkey. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.